So, first of all, I just want to kind of hear, I haven't talked to you at all this season, so
Okay.
kind of tell me about a recap of your season, how you think the team has maybe grown from first week here to now.
It's been good. I think we're starting in November this year compared to January last year, so we know it's a longer season. But just with the competition level has gone up with all the Big 12 schools on the schedule, and that's all we've wrestled so far. And the first match tomorrow is Big 12 with Northern Iowa, but then we run into a Virginia Tech. But definitely steady improvement from all three matches. The first one we were a little hesitant to then opening up more, and I feel like we're in a good place for tomorrow with a really tough competition with these ranked teams.
Not like to put you on the spot, but do you think there's any one wrestler you've seen that has maybe grown a lot? Is there anyone that's really stood out to you this season, or is it kind of a collective group of guys?
We have a really talented team, so they're all making improvements in every little area that they do, but you know, probably the most consistent on the team right now, and I don't think it's any surprise, is Keegan. You know, Keegan O'Toole's doing an amazing job with, you know, pins and tacks, and even Rocky too. But probably a real, not a surprise, but doing what we want him to do is Zach Elam, our heavyweight, has scored a lot of points where last year he was winning a lot of matches 3-2 or losing 3. This year, his first 3 matches, he's just crushed it and scored a lot of points, so we're excited about it. And I see that in the practice room, so he's doing a great job.
You know, talking about this weekend, how excited are you to have 2 teams here like this? This is a big matchup back at the Hearns. I think I saw in Ben's email, what is it? It's the highest ranked matchup at the Hearns Center since
3 years.
In like 3 years. You know,
Yeah.
What is that like having that kind of like tradition back to the Hearns Center here?
Well, I make the schedule, so when I made this and got the 2 other coaches to commit to it, I knew this was going to be a tough weekend, you know, and exciting too. And for our fan base, they'll just come in and watch. I look at the rankings. I know with Virginia Tech, basically every guy's ranked that's going to be wrestling each other, and it's going to be a knockdown, drag out. And same with Northern Iowa. They had returned some All-Americans, highly ranked guys. So it's what I want, and our fan base has been begging me for that stuff. But you know, now we're going to have a bunch of those this season at home with Iowa State and Oklahoma State later, and South Dakota State. We have some good duels at home for our fans to come and enjoy our team.
Is this something you probably had in mind, you know, when you guys came back to the Big 12? This is the type of stuff you wanted, I'm assuming,
Yes,
right?
definitely. I mean, we love the big match atmosphere. We've had some great home duels here in the history. I was telling some stories to the team yesterday of just the excitement of winning big duels, and it's a big part of our program because we do well in these things, in the Hearns especially. I can remember us beating, I think, a #1 ranked Ohio State years back, and how exciting that was, and the roof almost comes off when a guy gets a takedown or a pin. And so that's the fun of it, just to enjoy it. You know, I always think back too, they're 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, and this is what this is the fun part of it, getting to enjoy the crowd, the atmosphere, and competing as you know, college students here at Mizzou.
How do you prep them for an environment like that? Maybe, I don't know if all your kids have been in an environment like that.
Put them in it a lot, you know, and the good thing of being at Mizzou and wrestling for Mizzou, and we go out on the road, there's a big match, and you know, it's usually their biggest match on, you know, at their place, so we get to see some hostile crowds. Now it'll be a friendly crowd tomorrow, and that makes it fun. But you want them to get used to this atmosphere, because when you go to the conference and the NCAAs, you're going to be in front of 15,000 every session. So I like that, and I want that.
So getting an environment like this early in the season is probably a big help for you, I'm assuming then.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, in 2-3 weeks we're going to head down to Florida, and that's going to be a sold-out venue with Iowa and Penn States and all the teams that'll be there. So that's going to be an electric little atmosphere, but it's not home. So just getting used to nerves, going out in the circle by yourself with the crowd going crazy, and it's something. But these guys have been doing it their whole lives. You know, and with our team, we've had guys doing it at the world level and doing it in Russia and Serbia, and so this is just another step in the process of you know, becoming a national champ, that we got to do this, and this is a preparation for it.
Finally, what have you thought of your team's preparation this week overall?
Really good. You know, this team practices very, you know, their mindset and the physical that they do, I almost have to pull them back at times because they're scrapping so hard in the practice room, so it's good. There's definitely some energy. The energy level is up a little this week. They're excited. We've been off a couple weeks, it seems like, and with the Thanksgiving break, that they've been practicing longer than they're used to now, and they want to get on the mat and compete.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time, Coach.
Thank you.